Hey, my YNR fans, you guys ready to talk about what happened in today's episode? Yeah, Kyle and Summer is on honeymoon with Harrison. Nikki is grilling Nick about Sally. Nick also fires Sally, who has a run-in with Phyllis, and Victoria put Chelsea on notice. She set boundaries. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for October 27th. So without further ado, let's unpack this episode. So let's fly out to Costa Rica because Kyle and Summer are there. They're heading off to the beach with Harrison. But rain, oh well, send them right back to the villa. Now that gives Summer and Kyle to give Harrison a little surprise, so he is absolutely thrilled over a bucket of Halloween candy and toys. So after they made it back from the beach and they tired Harrison out, Harrison falls asleep, take a nap, which gives Summer and Kyle some alone time. And of course, Summer wanted to take full advantage of this time, especially since not only it's a family vacation, but it's also their honeymoon. So she's asking for a little bit of a massage and some time to get some kisses in on her shoulder. And hey, I'm not mad at the girl. Why not? They're newlyweds, right? Well, renewed their vows, but they're still newlyweds. Well, unfortunately, after all of this little sexy time, they get a little bit of an interruption because Harrison wakes up soon. That was a very quick nap. So it instantly went from sexy honeymoon time back to family vacation kitty time. So they, said, hey, come on, join us in bed. And so they have a very, very cute moment together as one big happy family. So let's fly back out to Jenny's City over at Newman Towers. Now, Victoria is having a conversation with Nikki as she stopped by, and she talks about her plan to hire Nate as Sally's replacement. Now, Nate needs time to kind of mull over the decision, but Victoria insists that Sally is out no matter what. Now, when Victoria mentions that Nick is breaking the news, she was like, whose idea was that? And she said, well, it was his idea. And she hints that his relationship with Sally is no longer professional. Nikki flips out over that whole shocker and hopes Sally would be mature enough to accept Victoria's decision. As for Victoria, they talk about now Johnny's bio mom, Chelsea, and the difficulties Johnny's having and plan to have some one-on-one time with her son. Now, Victoria is willing to discuss Chelsea if Johnny wants to, but she insists that he's been pretty emphatic about closing that door. Now, when Victoria talks about trying to repair the damage that has been done, Nikki assures her daughter that, hey, you have your family's support, so don't worry about a thing. So let's head over to Crimson Light since we're talking about Sally's Spectra. Now, Nick tells Sally that she's being replaced along with Chloe at Newman Media. Now, Sally wonders, is this coming from Victoria or is this coming from you, Nick? So Nick admit off the record that it was totally his sister's call. Now, once Nick assures Sally that he fought hard for her, she admits that that means more than he actually knows. Now, Sally decides that she's used to rolling with the punches and is proud of what she achieved, but she hates that Chloe, cuckoo Chloe, is out of a job. Now, Nick offers to help Sally get a new position where she can take Chloe along, but she, don't want him to feel like he owes her anything. Now, when Nick acknowledges that this is coming at a bad time emotionally, Sally acts like, oh, don't worry about it, I figured it all out. And Nick remains apologetic and, this whole situation is very, very interesting, but he does take Sally's hand across the table. So over in Chelsea's hotel suite, she's on the phone trying to find someone to talk to. So she called Chloe and learned that Chloe is busy with the kids. So, yeah, this girl, you can tell she's struggling. But all of this is part of all of the bad choices that she made. But she decided, you know what, I got to get out of this room. I've been cooped up. Let's go take a walk. So when she head over to the park, she runs into Phyllis. Now, after Phyllis says that she gets why Chelsea stepped away from Fenmore and the Marchetti offer, she suggests it was for the best. Now, Chelsea almost get offended, but Phyllis clarifies that it was their loss and Chelsea had to do what was right for her. Now, Phyllis is wondering what happened with the podcast, too, since they seem like it's such a big success. Chelsea act like, oh, it was just time to move on from that, too. And Phyllis feel confident that even though she's bouncing around from job to job, Chelsea is going to find the right job soon. Chelsea need to go and talk to somebody and figure out all of this mess that she created. That's what Chelsea needs to do. Now that Chelsea's alone, she's surprised when Johnny appears. Now, Chelsea asks Johnny how he is before, Victoria pops up and asks, what the heck is going on here? Now, Johnny wonders if Chelsea is following him, but she insists, no, I didn't plan this. Now, once Victoria sends Johnny off to the coffee house, she assures Chelsea that she knows that all of this was a chance encounter. However, though, Victoria will want to respect Johnny's decision, so she put Chelsea on notice to stay silent and just walk away if she runs into Johnny ever again. Chelsea confirms that she understands, so Victoria is glad that they both are on the same page in this situation. So later over at Society, Sally is sitting alone at the bar. She leaves a message for Chloe. Phyllis is eavesdropping and realizes that there are problems at work. So she pops over to the bar and offers to buy Sally a drink to do a little bit of taunting. Now, since Sally wasn't qualified when Adam got her that job, Phyllis won't be surprised that everything fell apart. I'm not either. Now, Sally eventually urges Phyllis to get out of her face before this get ugly, but Phyllis keep pushing her buttons. Even so, Sally decides that, you know what, I'm a class act and I know when to shut up and walk away. And so that's what she decides to do. But you know what, Sally, just like Chelsea, you bought this on yourself. Adam got you that job. You should have walked away. You knew the Newmans didn't want you there in the first place. But like you said to Nick, you were on borrowed time and your time is up. So now finally we're over at Newman Enterprises and Nick makes it clear that although he did what Victoria asked him to do, he is not on board with firing Sally, especially since Nate has even less experience. Now, once Nick complains to Nikki, she complains right back about his personal involvement with Sally. Now, Nikki thinks that Nick is giving Adam another reason to resent him, but Nick acts like, I don't care about Adam's feelings. However, as for Sally, Nikki insists that she's a survivor and, feels certain that she's going to land right on her feet and she's going to be just fine. So, I don't know. Nick needs to just walk away from this situation. He should have never inserted himself in the first place, especially when Sally and Adam were still trying to figure out their situation and their feelings for each other. But no, just like his mom, Nikki said, you always got to have the same woman that Adam has. It's like, dude, what's the problem? So we have to stay tuned. Sally has to find a new job, and I guess we'll see where she ends up. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, October 27, 2022. If you haven't checked out the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.